The Isle of Sgail, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
One more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, lady. I see someone's in a hurry to get inside. Well, no one.
Right. Hello, sir.
Sir.
All it takes is one Joe Schmo running his mouth. You'll be sure to butt heads up with sure, but what about all the
Marketing is like a license to print money. No one thinks far enough ahead to do the math themselves.
Probably somewhere with a lot more nudity.
That must be Janus's casket, but still, no body.
Uh-huh. Ah. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of...
So, Sophia Washington has called a council meeting between the original 5 members of the Ark Society. Sophia hopes to pass some sort of motion, but she faces stark opposition from ultra-conservative coal baron Jebediah Block. I suggest you find Mr. Block while the council is still in recess, 47. I suspect the headstrong Sophia will not take kindly to dissidents and troublemakers.
the original 5, you know, first people to fund the Ark Society back in '91. Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming Block's name while beating up a pillow cushion. Oh, she was properly pissed.
I hate to say this, Jebediah, but Miss Washington makes a valid point. Climate change is not deserve you well so far. But the world is finally catching up. The Corona Treaty is only the beginning. Change is coming.
Bob.
Mr. Block, you look troubled.
I know you, don't I? You're James's man.
I'm a friend of the Ark Society, yes. If I may be so bold, I heard about your predicament, and, well, I believe I may offer a fresh perspective.
Why not? Shoot.
All right.
Think.
That was not worth the agitation.
Yeah, I don't feel so good.
Strange. Ah, really?
Uh-huh. Ah, really?
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure. What did he do?
I don't know. But she seemed real interested in this invention of his. Something called...
Sounds ominous.
Whatever it was, not
Miss Washington.
Good to see you.
How was the test group's response to the DNA Vault initiative?
Actually, not quite as well as the team had anticipated, Madam Chairwoman.
How so?
Miss Washington, after due consideration,
Do you mind?
I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call
Imagine
a vote
an
at once.
invisible bubble around me. A bubble that makes me feel safe and
I knew
comfortable.
you'd come around.
You're
You're stubborn,
in that
Block,
bubble
but you're
right
not a
now,
schmuck.
and I didn't
You know
know
I'm
it.
right. The analysts at my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Well, who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I.
Aye. Aye.
Yea or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of...
Idiot.
Son of a...
Blocked. You stupid.
That's... 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please. So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number one.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try, but I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be...
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Zoe Washington.
A remote trigger. Must be a kill switch.
I bet this would make the Constant come quietly. But first things first, 47. Focus on the target.
Hello there, sir. People already live up there. We'll give you better resources. Hyperforce.
We might have a possible disturbance. I'm moving to investigate. Keep you posted.
Building material is a new type of nanocrystalline material.
Super strong, flexible, and it has photovoltaic
explore old castles like this. I'm sure there must be a lot of secret passages.
I suppose you're right. I never really thought about it.
When I was little, my dad used to rent a castle for me and my worship.
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Oh, hi.
Find out what that was. Roger that.
The council. You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original five to embrace the Green Revolution.
That. The original five are
Take care, sir.
Have a good day, hmm?
The gifting is about securing our cultural legacy. It's not about competition.
You're not telling me they have that.
One more area cordoned off from us lower, upper class types.
So is that what's the term? The Master of Ceremonies in the chapel?
What's with that weird bird effigy?
It's the annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed and triumphant.
Ah, rebirth. I get it.
What's new is that the Master of Ceremonies will light the effigy on fire with Zoe Washington inside it.
Interesting. Zoe Washington is going to partake in a ceremony, symbolizing the downfall of civilization from which the Ark Society will emerge unscathed. Apparently, a giant phoenix-shaped effigy is set on fire with Zoe inside it. Well, I suggest you locate this Master of Ceremonies who lights the Fire 47. If this doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen, I don't know what does.
Huh. A bit showy, wouldn't you say?
Hey, whatever sells.
some filthy rich broad wants to work with me. So am I say, that's different time. How much I deserve.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
She's like, how can you possibly make so much money in a legal way? I'm like, well, honey, that's what I'm trying to say. I can't tell you about
Seriously, I'll pay.
You're the master of ceremony.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. Never go in the spotlight. Besides, I do chamber plays. Spectacle. Yes, you are the man.
Mr. Fennick, excellent. The crowd was starting to get...
Glad you could make it.
Thank Christ. Ready when you are.
A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington, the Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Excellent work, 47. Enjoy the spotlight.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Yeah, man, you're looking jacked.
Look at you, Fenneker. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing.
Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes. Not just to survive, but to live.
Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter. The place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to the harbor where it's less crowded. You can hijack one of the Archean boats. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say?
Janus appointed.
How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. Oh, in the picture, you have his eyes.
Honestly, from what I saw,
Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Please don't loiter, sir.
Okay, say all right. What's wrong with that?
Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting.
Their last respect.
It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions.
It was nothing.
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient. But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients? Violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
Us? Oh, I see. The penny drops. I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Gray. Was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners, the men behind the curtain who've caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
Enough talking. You'll do plenty of that later. We're here. Get on the boat.